Hello everyone, welcome to another video, welcome to another episode. So in this video I'm going to be talking about Donald Trump, and we need to keep that man in our prayers at this time because there is a lot happening around Donald Trump. Now if you go through the channel, you will find a video that I did around 9 months ago. The video is titled Conspiracy to Unalive Trump. And in that video, I told you guys that I was brought into a space where I heard some people, or I heard the word conspiracy against the king, right? And I told you guys in that video that, I didn't understand why Donald Trump was referred to as a king, right? But I told you guys again in that video that in the spirit realm, Donald Trump is considered to be a king. Now, whatever that means, I'm not too clear on that, but what I heard was conspiracy against the king. And this was the Lord telling me that they are conspiring against him. And, a couple months, I think around 2 months ago, I received another download from the Lord. And this time I was taken to, a gathering where people were discussing about the plan for Donald Trump. And what I heard in that gathering was really frightening, because I heard someone say Donald Trump will need to take a bullet for America. And so it seemed to me like in that gathering, it had been concluded that at some point, Donald Trump will be unalived, right? And I heard that this will happen in one of the months that began with J. Now, I know the months, but I'm not going to mention the month here. But it's one of the months that begin with J. And most likely it's going to be in 2026. So it's important for us to keep in our prayers at this time, because the conspiracy and the planning around him, evil is close to him at the moment right now. And those that are seeking his life are very, are knocking at the door, if I can put it that way. So let us keep him in our prayers. Now, one thing that is very notable, right, that I need to point out here is that, during the term of Joseph Biden, a lot of prophetic voice came out to say Biden would not complete his term. And there were a lot of visions and prophecies that talked about Biden, having certain issues, health-related issues, that would make him step out of the presidency and allow Kamala to come in. But to our surprise, right, Biden finished his 4 years, completed his single term and left office, and is still alive and kicking today. So you can imagine if that fate, which a lot of people thought would happen to Biden, actually happened to Trump, and Trump is not able to complete his term in office. Also, another thing that I need to point out here is that if something like what I was shown should materialize in the physical, where Donald Trump is unalived by any means, right, you need to understand that the United States will not be able to handle that event. And so it's important that whilst we are praying, against, these events coming to pass, you must also be prepared if you're someone that is in the United States. As you know, the United States is divided, seriously. And everyone is ready. They're just waiting for the spark, the catalyst, the ignition to kickstart what is most likely going to look like a civil war. And the Lord has shown me other visions that relate to this, which I'm going to talk about in another video. But for now, I just wanted to bring this to your knowledge, that there is a plot to unalive Donald Trump. And I heard that Donald Trump will take a bullet for America. Will have to take a bullet for America. And this plot is being planned in one of the J months of the year, 2026. So please keep him in your prayers. Keep his family in your prayers. I'm going to leave it here for now. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye for now.